I have seborrheic dermatitis. If you have it too, listen up, listen up. So I have been having seborrheic dermatitis since I was at least 14, 15 years old. I'll say 13, 14 years old, whatever. I was young. I'm 31 now, so it's been a very long time that I've been dealing with it, and I'm ready for it to stop. Absolutely ready for it to stop. But let me tell you what dermatitis or seborrheic dermatitis is. Seborrheic dermatitis is a common non-contagious skin condition that causes inflammation and scaling in areas where oil glands are active. So I had suspected that I got this from a childhood friend's pet, that whenever I went over her house, and I don't know how, I have no idea, but I feel like that pet gave it to me, and maybe my immune system just wasn't popping where I thought it was, or maybe even now, I don't know. I have no idea, but they claim to say that they don't really know how it happens or whatever, but it's suspected in sometimes in those areas, like contact from animals, or they're like contact from animals, stress, hormonal changes, certain medications, weakened immune system. um, but the exact cause, of course, they say is unknown, but it is believed to be related to an overgrowth of a yeast-like fungus called Malassezia. I'll put it here because I don't know. Other factors that may contribute is, of course, the ones that I listed. And sometimes you can take go to the doctors and take medications, use the shampoos. But if you have seborrheic dermatitis slash eczema slash dandruff, whatever, you have already been through the ringer with all those. So the ointments, the doggone shampoos, stuff like that, whatever. And I'm not saying like those things can't help, but it's just treatments. It's stuff that hasn't actually takes it away, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, if you keep it up, it makes it seem like it's not there, which is cool, routines and whatever, and what works best for you and what you can tolerate and what you can stand, by all means. Hey, do you. But I'm just ready to get rid of it. And I'm tired of having this fungus overgrowth. It makes me feel very insecure sometimes. And I feel like it just bothers me. And over the years, over 10 plus years, I'm ready for it to get gone. So, if you were in my last video about milk thistle, the herb milk thistle, and how it helps with the liver, I am going to be in a process of cleansing my liver. So, I'm going to use that, and I have some other liver type herbs that helps to detoxify the liver as well. So, I am going to include the milk thistle, and those other herbs as well, and use that as a regimen to help to detoxify. But what I'm definitely going to be doing, I'm going to be juicing. I'm going to be juicing celery, like just straight celery. Well, I might add some like parsley or cilantro in there too, because it also helps to take out heavy metals as well. So if this also is like an environmental thing, I want it to help to get out whatever I can. But I guess if I could just try straight celery just to see how it works for me to detoxify the liver, because that has been one of those herbs, or excuse me, one of those vegetables that can help to detoxify the liver. So I'm going to be doing that to see how the process is. But I will, even though I don't want to, I will show y'all my scalp, and yeah, when I start that process, we'll be going on it together. Because if you have it and you just want to see how it works for someone else first before you get into everything, then of course, again, by all means. But I will be also creating liver blends for anyone who wants any herbs to help towards their liver as well. So I will be having that on my Etsy shop here soon. I do got to create everything. Again, I do have them. I just have to make the blend. I haven't made it just yet, but I will, and it will be up soon. So I'm pretty excited for that. But if you have seborrheic dermatitis, I am here with you. I understand how irritating your scalp can be, the itchiness, the flakes, the buildup. Oh my gosh.
So sorry for the voiceover, but my mic had cut off here. So I was like, wow, I explained so much. But anyway, I was just basically saying how here I'm letting you know that with the information I learned about seborrheic dermatitis and oil buildup, making sure that you are not accumulating too much oil onto your scalp. Oil in your hair is fine, like when you're adding moisturizers, but things like coconut oil, olive oil, just oily based things on your scalp is feeding the yeast. They are thriving and feeding on that oil. So you are providing them with breakfast, lunch, and dinner when you overdo it on oil on your scalp. Um, which is what I've been suspecting when it comes to seborrheic dermatitis as of late. So, yeah, definitely be careful with things like that. Finding other alternatives for scalp moisturizing that is not oil based, which does sound so odd because we're so used to, especially if you're a black person, we're so used to, greasing our scalps, putting oil on our scalps and things like that. But when you have seborrheic dermatitis, you have to go about your scalp health differently. So we're going to figure this out together. I'm going to try to research more things that can help our skin so that it definitely gets the nourishment, but also not the buildup, and also fight off yeast. So that's one of the reasons why we're including milk thistle, and also the celery